welcome to Volume 12 of Ask the GM. This is Big Silverback General Manager Michael Lause, bringing you our next version of Ask the GM, brought to you by good friends over at DaytonProSports.com. Make sure you go visit them, DaytonProSports.com, for all your local Dayton professional sports needs and news about all the local folks. The only question we were having, we're going to address in here, was we've had some phone calls into the office and a little bit of traffic on social media in regards to an article that was in the Dayton Daily News the other day, naming us as a potential tenant in a new building, evidently, that is going up or will be going up. Kind of addressing that issue, and we're going to take that and basically put that out here today. As of today, we have not negotiated or done anything about any promises or anything of that nature to any other building besides the one that we are in, which is Fair Arena in Dayton on Charlotte Springs Road. We plan on playing there through 2000. At this season, and as of right now, for many seasons to come. We do not plan on making any moves at this time because there is no plans for us to move at this time, and there has been no negotiation and no talk about us going into anything that's even that's not in existence or at this moment is imaginary, because basically we have had nothing that's been brought to our attention at this time. So, just so basically everyone that on the subject is clear, there's been no. The only knowledge that we have had is, and that I have had actually, is I have met with a gentleman. And I met him at a social, actually a networking event, social networking event called a networking event called Spark, which is a tremendous group ran by graduates of the Leadership Date class from a couple of years ago, which gets together on a monthly basis for lunch and talking about ideas that would spark, basically, and that's the name of it, is to try to trigger ideas to help bring prestige and also revenue into the Dayton and Miami Valley through different entities, whether it be museums and development projects that are either on the ground or not on the ground, and talking about that. It has been brought up at a couple of those meetings that that an arena be placed or going after an arena. And there has been talk, in the past years. I guess there has been talk of an arena in the Austin Pike area and things and some other locations. I guess that the bantered about. And as of right now, there is nothing in writing or nothing plan-wise that has come to fruition or has been brought to our attention. So we've been mentioned as a potential tenant and haven't been approached by anybody. The only time, as I mentioned, was I did meet a gentleman from this proposed arena at a Spark event who was from the city of West Carrollton, who was talking about putting this arena in, and there's a lot of logistics that go into that. What kind of an arena is it going to be? What's going to house? There's a lot of logistical things that go into that. In our sport, in arena indoor football, you need to have certain logistical things that happen, and basically we are a good fit for anything that also it has ice hockey, because the logistics of our field are similar to the ice hockey arena. Hence, we do share the building with the Dayton Gems. over in here, and that at this moment makes the most logistical sense. A lot of people ask, well, why don't you play at Wright State or Dayton at UD Arena? UD Arena is not big enough as far as a floor size. I know it is seating wise. It's does quite well for basketball. That's what I meant. Is the surface field size, it only fits the basketball court, where our field is 200 feet by 85 feet with dasher boards around that. The other possibility would always be is Wright State University. Unfortunately, when the Bombers had played there, and then when the Gems came back from existence, moving back over to Hara Arena, logistically it can't happen because they of equipment that they no longer possess. So that is not, at least at the time being, will not be a possibility unless they make some sort of effort to bringing something similar back somewhere down the road. But that's completely up to them. And also the advantageous is in this economic, and obviously in this economic time, and things you need to have certain things in place as far as rents and economics and things of that nature. And it really, as most of us here in this area are trying to do, is try to make something that makes economic sense for the business, for the families, and whatnot. So, obviously the Silverbacks would have to, make that decision because of the economics of what we make, as far as tickets and things of that nature, making sure that it fits. In our first year, we did, first year back, I should say, back in Dayton, I should say, or actually our first year in Dayton playing with here, actually, considering what we went through, we actually went very, very well. Considering, but our goal this year is to really push with attendance and also pushing with brand awareness. That seems to be, that's our magic word here in our office, is to making sure that we have the brand awareness to be able to let everybody know that Dayton does have a professional football team. And we're hoping that we will go through the steps to make them proud to do so. The only other thing we were going to bring up, just to make sure that everybody was aware, is that our last open tryout is going to be on Sunday, December 11th. Registration from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then workout starting at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Over at Inglewood Indoor Soccer on Wanger Road, 501 East Wanger Road in Inglewood. This is the last chance to get in front of the coach. If you've not been in front of the coach, pre-registration for the event is $40, which you can find in our office at 927-425-8050 and register for the event at $40. It will be $50 the day of registration if you decide to register that day and if there's openings. So we do have a limit on what we can bring in, so we want to make sure. So if you're interested in being involved in the event, make sure that you call our office, like I said, at 927-425-8050 to be able to try to get registered for that event, to make sure that you're to your spots to be able to at least get looked at by your coach. Then the next step after that would be our training camp. The training camp would be starting in mid-January. We're planning a couple of different dates. Will either be the week of January 18th or the week of January 24th. And actually, training camp will be started. We are allowed to start it on the 11th, but we may, due to some logistical things, we may be starting it a little bit later. And our next step we'll be doing with that. And then the last thing would be, a lot of people are still inquiring about our schedule. We've had drafts of the schedule that have come into the office from the league office that we've sent back, and the conversations are still ongoing, and we're almost confirmed with not every team has confirmed the draft of the schedule yet. And as soon as that happens, we are allowed to make that public. Some of the teams have, but some of the teams have not done that. So, but as soon as that happens, we basically are not allowed to get any dates or anything like that, because those may end up being changed through are, working diligently. We're just as anxious for the schedule as the rest of you are, and we implore you for your patience. And I thank you for your patience in that. I know it's everybody's excited and they want to move on and get done with another season of Silverbacks football, and we are more than happy to be able to get the opportunity to bring that to you. I think like what I really enjoyed what I've seen out of the team so far, listening to the workouts that I've seen, and also the coaching staff that we've brought in. I've been very liked and very much impressed with what we've seen and the improvements that we've made to be able to get this football club above 500, which this club has never been above 500 in its 7-year history. And we're planning on changing that. Last year was our best year record-wise at 5-5 in the regular season. So we want to make sure that we're looking at that as being above a goal, and actually winning the regular season title and going on to a championship. So we're building relationships and also building rivalries with the teams that are coming in. So we're very, very excited with the partners that we already have in Saginaw, Port Huron, and Indianapolis. And we'll be also adding on to the schedule. The draft has 2 more teams in it, and as soon as we have the details of everything confirmed, when the schedule comes out, we'll have that information to you and get that out and make that public. So very, very excited about things. I know everybody's anxious and excited. I'm anxious and excited. I really want to make sure that we can do what we need to do moving forward. The one last thing I did forget to mention is that season tickets are on sale as of yesterday, and the season ticket price is going to be $50 per seat. $50 per seat for all 5 home games. That does include free parking, merchandise discounts, special season ticket holder perks, and other amenities that come along with that package at a $50 per seat. $50 per seat for the regular season, include all 5 of our home games. And for our past season ticket holders, just so they know, we are holding their seats until mid-January. They get to hold the location of the seat that they had last year, and they basically get the first right of refusal to either staying in that location or moving location. So details should be coming out with that in a letter hopefully in the next week to all of the past season ticket holders, so everybody is aware of that. They'll be able to they get a chance to keep their seats if they so desire. If they so desire to move, they will get first right of refusal to into moving if they would like to move their seats. So just so rest assured that we are not selling any seats that were held by season ticket holders last year. We are selling new seats. But then after the deadline, which is looking to be in mid-January, if the season ticket holder has not renewed, then those seats will become available. And then if you purchase seats and it's something, and you like that seat location better, we can go through a location change for you at that time. But we'll do it at that time if you so desire. But if you really want to get on board for a whole season of Silverbacks football, make sure that you give a call to our office at 937-425-8050. $50 per seat for the entire season of Silverbacks football. It's most affordable game and affordable ticket to have. So hopefully you'll agree with us, and hopefully we'll get to see you out of here arena this spring. So we're looking forward to it. Again, this is Michael Lause. This is volume 12 of Ask the GM, brought to you by our good friends at DaytonProSports.com, and I look forward to seeing you next